Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good morning, my adventurers. How the heck are you on this Thursday, the 13th of July? I hope you said, well, I have more complaints. Did you get on here to hear me complain? No. My only complaint is you're not hitting that like button. You're not hitting that subscribe button. And that kind of breaks my heart. I'm working hard here, people. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'm having more, or still, I should say, still technical problems with the computer, anything technology, smart TVs, phones. They're all giving me a problem. I'm so sick of it. Anyway, enough about my bitching. Well, I'm not going to swear. I gotta stop on the swearing too. That's a tough habit to break. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, today is gonna be a book reading on Dear L.A. and the history there of L.A. And speaking of L.A. history, did you hear the terrible news of Leslie Van Houten getting paroled? I've been a little ticked off about that lately, as I'm sure a lot of people are. In my opinion, she does not deserve parole. She is a threat to society. And I'm hoping, God willing, it's an evil thing to say, but just like the Word of God says, an eye for an eye. And that's my opinion on that. I'm hoping the good Lord will deliver upon her an eye for an eye. Because the victims will not be paroled ever. And that's not fair, it's not right. And if Sharon's mother, what was her name? If her mother was still alive, she'd still been fighting that. And I would have been supporting her right alongside, you know what I mean? And her sister Deborah. My heart goes out to the Tate family as well as the LaBianca family, because justice was not served. But God in his, God in his what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. With God, there will be justice. So, anyway, enough about that. But that's the way, I'm going by what the Word of God says, an eye for an eye. And what comes around goes around. And I'm praying justice will be served, and soon. And, okay, that's enough about that. Let's stay in happy spirits, shall we? While I read Dear L.A., and speaking of that terrible tragedy, eventually I will read from the book Helter Skelter by, what was the guy's name? Vincent, I can't even pronounce his last name. I will read from that book eventually, and I know that's a long book. Okay, may God bless us all. Okay, I'm picking up on January the 27th, and I'll be reading January 27th and January 28th. And the first entry is January 27th, 1940. Now, if you haven't seen or watched any of my prior videos in regards to Dear L.A., I hope you go back and watch them, because there are a few where I have no views. Come on, people, I'm trying hard here. Trying to keep you happy, trying to keep you entertained, and then give you information and all around entertainment, inspirational. But I've said that before. Anywho, January 27th, 1940. We didn't reply to those last letters of yours and Ruth's out of a combination of growing desperation and the Manana fever. I'm not sure if that's spelled right. I mean, I don't think I'm saying it right. We didn't reply to those last letters of yours and Ruth's out of a combination of growing desperation and the Manana. It's Manana, and it has a little symbol over the end, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Manana? I don't even know what that means. Manana fever that grips one after being out there a few weeks. Though strictly speaking, there is no such thing out here as a few weeks. It's just one lifeless eternity. Now, what do they mean by out here? Out here in California? I'm guessing yes, considering this is Dear L.A. And that entry was by S.J. Perelman, Perelman. Well, I can't talk worth a darn this morning. Maybe I should have more coffee. Maybe it was that margarita I had last night. Nope. Okay, 1927. See? Here I go. Sorry. January the 27th, 1977. You can get a good laugh at me now. I'm getting a good laugh at me now. January 27th, 1977. Life is cloudless here in every sense. Kenneth Tynan. January 28th, 1940. This part of California seems to me, there I go again. This part of California seems to me completely loathsome, but I like San Francisco. Entry Alexander Wolcott. I like LA. January the 28th, 1947. I have been led by strange ways indeed, and in my youth could never have dreamed that I would spend my latter days as an American on this palm-grown coast. That's how I feel too. But at the bottom, destiny has always been well disposed to me, and I cannot but marvel at the way the individual always triumphs over the general, wins through against circumstances. I live here and do my work as I used to in Munich's, here we go, another word I can't pronounce. Here, Munich's Herzogpark, Herzogpark, and my determination to use Nietzsche's word, Nietzsche's Nietzsche's word. Why are they giving me words I can't pronounce? And has not progressed very far after all. On the contrary, I find that in these happier foreign parts I have become all the more conscious of my Germanism, especially during the past 2.5 years. I have been occupied with a novel, Dr. Faustus, and it's in parentheses, DOKTORFAUSTUS, or whatever the thing should be called. That's my exact thoughts. Which I hope to complete within a few days, and which is something so utterly German that I have the greatest fears concerning its translatability. Entry by Thomas Mann. Yes, I never thought I would spend my declining years in California, but I've been out here longer than where I was born and raised. So, does that make me a native? I certainly hope so. But I never thought, that I'd be here in the first place, and I'm glad that I am, and have met the nice people that I have, and had celebrities as neighbors, and knowing very popular celebrities at that. like Mr. Chadwick Boseman that I like very much. He was awesome. I still can't believe he's gone. Anyway, next, January the 28th, 1982. Saw it. What? Saw L at Los Angeles County Museum of Art today. I'm not sure who they're referring to as L. It was very pleasant. He was very helpful. Offered to introduce me to everyone I should meet. Went across the street to the Craft and Folk Art Museum. That's on Wilshire Boulevard, so they must have been, yes, okay, yeah, it's right. The L.A. County Museum of Art, and right across the street is the Craft and Folk Art Museum. I know where that is on Wilshire Boulevard. And Edith Wiley was as friendly as a cat. Gave me a personal tour of the annex. I can't believe all the beautiful women in that office. Entry by Aaron Paley. Okay. Next time I will pick up on January the 29th, I'm sorry. I just cannot talk today. January 29th, 1882. This book is interesting. I should go back and piece all these videos together, but I haven't really learned the skill of editing. I need to learn the editing skills. I know I said I would never do the editing of my videos because I'm going to keep them raw and unedited. But when I'm out and about filming and things get cut off, I have to kind of edit them together to try to make one video. But when I try to do that, my computer says, oh, there's not enough memory to do that. It's always something, you know what I mean? But then again, for my viewers, maybe like myself, you don't want to sit and watch a long video, and you'd rather prefer to watch it in different pieces, if you know what I mean. Because I'm the same way. I don't want to sit and watch a 1 hour, 2 hour video. It's all I can do to watch a 2 hour movie. No wonder I stick to TVs and watching the old sitcoms, because they're quick. But when I do, even with a movie, I'm sitting and I'm watching it, you know, maybe a few minutes at a time, and then I go back to it, watch later. Especially for the long videos. So maybe it's good that I put my videos when I'm out and about, put them on YouTube as, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3. That makes it easier for you to watch them. You can watch them in different parts. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Hope you enjoyed this video. But like I said, I'm trying to keep my videos unedited. It just shows you that, you know, I'm human, I make mistakes, and it's all right to make mistakes. And that's how we learn. We learn, you know, okay, I did it this way once, that didn't work. So I'm going to go back, I'll try it again, maybe in a different matter. That's how we learn, is by our mistakes. But I would like to find a good video editor, so when I do, you know, upload videos, maybe I could add add the pictures. Or if I go to a movie location, right, and show you filming locations, I'd like to be able to know how to add pictures to match up shots. Like, you know, other YouTubers, they match up the shots, or they'll add they'll add emojis, they'll add this and that. They'll have a great thumbnail, or they'll have a great introduction, you know, piece, like Grim Life Collective. I like them. And you know how they start their videos with their little logo and everything. I want to know how to do all that. You know what I mean? And make it even more interesting. All right, I babbled enough. So if you like this video, click the like. You're not clicking the like, people. I can see you. I can see you in there. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Anywho, Click that like, hit that subscribe. You know, take your thumb, take your this finger, hit that button down there. You see it? You see it? Okay. See ya. Go out and conquer the world and stay goofy. Dee 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 dee.